Well, 2.5 years trial and a historic verdict with this sentence. Historic because this is the first time that an individual is condemned for war crimes against a member of the Yazidi community. Jennifer Venish is a 30-year-old German woman who had joined the Islamic State back in 2014 via Turkey, then via Syria. She was living in Mosul with her husband, who's an Iraqi fighter for the Islamic State group, and in 2015 they had purchased the mother of that Yazidi girl and the little girl on a slave market. She is also sentenced today for enslavement, but first and foremost for having done nothing to prevent the death of this little girl, a 5-year-old girl who was chained up in a courtyard under a scorching heat and who was left agonizing, who died there with no help. The mother of that child, the mother of that little girl, testified both in that court and in Frankfurt, where there's another trial, the trial of the husband of Jennifer Venish. The Islamic State group fighter also awaits a verdict that should come in end of November for the same war crime. Jennifer Venish was also today condemned for crimes against humanity.
And as you mentioned there, Emmanuel, it is indeed a historic trial.
It is historic, and it's also very important for the Yazidi community that the people who tortured them are actually being tried. And, you know, thousands of Yazidi were killed in what the United Nations qualified as a genocide back in 2014. Thousands of them died at the hands of the Islamic State. Thousands of others were enslaved, and some of them who could escape sought refuge here in Germany, when there's a very important Yazidi community, more than 150,000 of them here, including women who had been enslaved, who had been raped by Islamic State group fighters, who actually called out the German government for doing more to prosecute those perpetrators. So this is very symbolic. This is historic for the Yazidi community. Even if the prosecutor had actually required a life sentence, the life sentence wasn't given. That's 10 years jail for Jennifer Venish today.